Hey everyone, Nikki here. Welcome to CreateMakeDecorate.com. For today's project, we're going to turn a Dollar Tree candle into a cute kind of Pottery Barn French country style candle. So what you're going to need is a tall white candle from the Dollar Tree. Also, you're going to need some of the rope from the Dollar Tree. You're going to need some paint. I use the Waverly chalk paints. Also the Antique Glaze by Waverly. The paint colors that I'm using from Waverly, the yellow one is called Maize and the turquoise one is called Agave. So what you're going to do is also go over to the graphicsfairy.com and you're going to just search for whatever labels you want to use. Most of them are free printables, so there's such a huge variety to go through and check them all out, you guys. Really allow yourself a lot of time because, boy, she's got some beautiful things there. So what I did here, or what I'm doing here, is I'm going to make this label look like it's aged. So what you want to do is start off with your antique glaze, and what I did is just used a paper towel and just kind of patted it on there. You don't want it to be like a solid color. You do want to just have some, to make it look like it's textured. So I went over with the antique glaze first. Now I'm taking my dauber and I'm grabbing the maize, and you want to offload most of that paint. You want to have very little paint on your dauber. And then you're just going to kind of place it around in various areas. What you're doing here is just creating some texture, and you're starting to build up to create that kind of weathered, worn out look. You're going to do the same by grabbing your agave color and just kind of tapping it around. And you're just kind of messing with it, you guys. You're just going to kind of get the feel and get the look that you want to achieve. It's kind of just eyeballing it. There really is no right or wrong way to go about doing it. And then you're just going to kind of continue layering. So as you can see, I'm grabbing my paint, then I'm going back over it with some of that antique glaze and kind of just going back and forth with it. And it really starts to give that cool kind of aged look. So after I set it down, I saw that I needed a little bit more spots there in the center. So I'm just going ahead and fill that in with some more of that antique glaze, just to really give it that kind of cool, old rustic look about it. And once it dries too, you guys, it does kind of get a little bit darker once that paint dries. So, allow yourself time on here. It doesn't take too long, but you do want to make sure that you kind of get that really kind of weathered look. So now what we're going to do is grab our candle and our rope, the nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to take some hot glue and take it all around about the bottom portion of the candle. Just be careful not to burn your fingers. You guys, it's so hard working with hot glue because, boy, how many burns do we have on our fingers from that stuff, right? So you're just going to continue this all the way around. When you're gluing your rope around your candle, you do want to kind of make sure as you go around to just push that rope down as you go. You want to make sure that you have no gaps in between the spaces. Okay, so now that we have all that rope glued on there, we're going to go ahead and grab our Mod Podge and we're going to get ready to stick on our cute little label. So I grabbed my label over here and I saw that it still wasn't blended enough for me, so I'm just going to add a little bit more of that antique glaze right to the center, just to add on another layer of that beautiful rusticness on there. So just grab your Mod Podge and just apply the Mod Podge in the part of the candle, of course, that the little label is going to go on. And then you're just going to go ahead and place it right over that. look how beautiful that looks, you guys. Isn't that the perfect aged kind of look to this label? I'm loving it right now. It's so French country, kind of meets Pottery Barn inspired. So I'm just taking my Mod Podge and just making sure that all the seams are sealed down on here. We don't want any lifting on it. And it wasn't completely dry at this moment, the label itself, so I did go over later and apply a nice even coat over the complete top of the label. And here it is, all finished, just sitting on my outside mantle. Doesn't it just look beautiful with that candlelight flickering in there? And that label just turned out, I think, pretty amazing, right? I mean, how beautiful, and it's just that perfect blend of rustic, farmhouse, French country style. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful day. And please make sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Pinterest for some more fun DIY videos.